Hey guys, welcome everyone. Welcome. Today is a little bit late, but in fact, right, I tried to come, right, because I was having a very important work and I had to go over there and right, so we have missed our live. But in fact, we may not be able to see good setups. All right, the move was between the usually from 11 UTC to 14 UTC, but a little bit late today. All right, in fact, nothing much to worry. Okay, guys. So I'm finally back, right? Those who have been waiting, I'm so sorry, right, guys? Okay. So without wasting time, as usual, we'll be checking on Bitcoin and gold. All right, what is going to happen on Bitcoin and gold, right? So hope everyone's doing good, guys. So far, so good, guys. Welcome everyone. Hi. Need to be all right. Okay, over there. All right. So sorry, guys. I had to be a little bit at work, so I couldn't come on live on time today. All right. But I have given you all the information in the group, right? If you guys are in the group, you must have seen it, right, guys? You must have got the informations earlier, right? So you don't have to wait a bit for me, right? So yeah. So without wasting time, we'll be checking on Bitcoin and gold, right? So Bitcoin, we were expecting an upper side, right, guys, from these levels, but Bitcoin couldn't clear off on the upper side from those levels, whereby the Bitcoin got repeated rejection in these levels, right, whereby the Bitcoin had to drop on a downside, right, guys. So on a 1 hour time frame, you can see a big drop on a downside, which we have missed today. All right, okay. So this is the level where we have missed it. All right, so let's go back to the bigger time frame and try to see what's happening with the Bitcoin now, right? So we were expecting up from this level, but it couldn't, right? So especially on Monday, I was expecting an upper side, right? But it couldn't break out an upper side, right? Whereby the Bitcoin have recently broken out on a downside, guys. Okay, the Bitcoin have recently broken on a downside on a daily time frame trend. You can see over here, right, guys? Okay, so until and unless now it must have one retest in this levels. Okay, guys, it will have one retest in this levels, nothing much to worry. All right, so small hope was given in upper side, whereby it had to drop on downside, whereby okay, if you have seen it clearly, people have brought it over here, people brought it over here, people brought it over here, and what the market did it, market just tried to take out all the longs from this levels, right, and do the liquidations in this level, right? So we never know, again, it might go on upper side, but right now we are not expecting price to move on upper side. Okay, but most probably after crossing above this level, we might like to see the Bitcoin moving, pushing on upper side, right, guys? Okay, so that must be possible. For that is that's going to be a confident now. Bitcoin have broken down from the trend, right, on a downside, okay, for a while in a daily time frame. Okay, guys, if you have seen it, right? Okay, just be patient, guys. All right, if you are making losses, don't be so aggressive on the market, right? Just don't try to chase your setups, right? Just let it flow, right, guys? Okay, nothing much to worry. Opportunity is always going to be there. All right, so let's try to go with the 4 hours time frame, right? All right, so on a 4 hours time frame, if before that one, on a daily time frame, I want to show you all another one thing more, right? For the Bitcoin to go on a bullish where you can expect it, right? Then we will try to go on a smaller time frame and try to see if there is any opportunities for us on the scalpings, right? Okay. So this is the level whereby the Bitcoin have broken out on upper side, right? Okay, and it was retested once and thrown on upper side. This is the major level whereby we can see the $74,960. If the Bitcoin happens to pass above that one, then only we can see a very big range on the upper side. But at time being, okay, this was also the level whereby the Bitcoin had broken out on an upper side. Okay, so on a daily time frame, So we will be observing whether the Bitcoin is giving a small drop down in this level and coming down coming up in this level and trying to stay above this level or not. All right, if it happens to stay above, we can expect the price to jump to $75,000 and more on upper side. Okay, guys, but for the market to move on upper side, we make sure that the Bitcoin is not getting a rejection after passing it, right? It might like to see a small drop on a downside in this level, all right? So we make sure that it's not getting rejection and trying to drop on a downside. Right, guys. So this is the hope whereby the Bitcoin can play around in this zone, right? Little bit on a bearish, right? Below these levels, whereby the market tries to jump on a downside, and once it comes on upper side, if it happens to hold it up on upper side, we might like to see on a upper side move. Okay, still we can expect. All right, so let's forget about the top, but for the reversal, we need to get back above these levels once it clears on a downside, right, guys? Okay, let's go to try to go on a 4 hours time frame, right, guys? Okay, we are going to the 4 hours time frame and trying to analyze it, right? Okay. So on a 4 hour time frame, okay, we make sure that we are not, even if we go below these levels, we are not settling below this one. If the market drops below $70,671, we will see the Bitcoin all the way dropping down all the way towards 68,000 or more towards the downside. All right, okay, this can be one level whereby the Bitcoin is playing inside the very important box in this levels, right, guys? Okay, so nothing is there for now, all right, to analyze on the 4 hours time frame. Only we can analyze with the help of previous price actions, price moves from the previous moves, right, guys? Okay, so market tries to break out on upper side from this level previously, right, and came for the retest and passed on the upper side. Once again, if it happens to drop down below these levels and try to pass above these levels, we can still again expect some price on the reversal. All right, guys. Okay, this is what we can see. All right, so on a shorter side, I may not be able to try to short it in these levels right now for a little bit holding trades, right? Okay. Hey, Logoman, hi. Who is this one? Shamshir, how are you guys? How are you doing, guys? How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well, all right? Okay, so in this levels, this is the level whereby the market have, this is the trend that we see on a downside right now, all right? So market have tried to try to get a repeated rejection in this level. So total of upper side move, all right, we can expect once we clear above these levels, right, break out from this trend and clears above these levels, right, then only we can expect the price to go total reversal on upper side, a good bull run on upper side. Okay, guys, so far so cool. All right. So let's get back to the smaller time frame and try to analyze what's happening with the 15 minutes and more, right, guys? Okay. Let's try to catch small scalping in this levels, right, guys? Let's try to have small scalping in this level for now. Okay. So 5 minutes time frame. Firstly, just a second. All right, guys. It is getting above this levels, right? Once more, if it happens to give you the one breakout on upper side, I will be getting a one long positions on the upper side and try to scalp on upper side at least till this level. All right. So I'll be waiting for that one, right? Once the price have started giving me the confirmations, then I might like to go for one scalp in this levels, right, guys? Okay, once it gives me the confirmations, then only, right, guys? Okay, let's see. Will it give me the confirmations or not? All right, so let's get back to the 1 minute time frame for now. All right, so on a 1 minute time frame, what the price happens to do in this levels is, right, so market tries to break out from this levels on upper side, right? Firstly, market tried to break out on upper side from this levels. All right, so market needs to retest this level once more, right? After that one, if it happens to give me the one long positions, I might like to take. All right, okay, So let's wait for that one, right, guys? Okay, so let's try to have a small price action in these levels as well. Just a second. All right, I'm getting, can you check gold? Okay, we will be checking on gold as well. All right. So don't worry, we'll be checking on a gold as well. All right, so coming above this level, all right, I will be targeting, trying to target an upper side, firstly TP in this level 0.864. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So price have broken down from the support towards the downside. Okay, this is retesting. If it happens to get rejection and try to move on upper side, I might like to take one long position from this levels, right, guys? Okay, you can take from this level as well, but it will be, in fact, if it happens to get rejection from this levels, that will be risky for you all right? So it will be the safer place to open your longs on this levels. Okay. Or with a little bit of more risks, we can take from this levels once it clears out from this level, right? We small with a small price actions, we might like to take small price actions in this level and try to move on a upper side. All right. So most probably till this level, right? Firstly, $71,998, right? So let's wait, have patience, right, guys? Okay, so small price actions I have given you all. Okay, in these levels whereby the price can again try to go up and try to retest these levels, right? The confident move will be above these levels, right? Once it happens to pass above these levels, right? Okay. So till this level we can get 0.896 percentage scalping on upper side, right? Okay, let's see, guys. All right. Can you check gold also, sir? All right, I'll be checking on a gold as well. Logamani. All right. So gold, we were expecting a little bit on upper side, okay, in this level when the market opens, but and a big drop on a downside. But market, without giving an upper side, it had to, it dumped all the way on a downside. All right. So in a meantime, all right, in a coming days, we'll be expecting gold on a downside move, right? Especially till these $4,247 maybe, right? But before that, I think it would like to test this level once more, right? Okay, so go on upper side, right? Go on upper side and not able to, try to break towards the downside confirmations and try to come down on a downside, right, on a bigger time frame. Okay, 4 hours time frame. So this might be one expected move. All right, so market might like to test this level once more. All right. Okay, so where you will be waiting for the shots on the gold, this level. Okay, so on while going on upper side you are doing nothing. All right, in fact, if it happens to break down below this levels to a small price actions, right, you might like to trust on the downside. All right, first TP towards this zone, right? Okay, for the scalpings. All right, with a stop loss above this levels, right? Okay. You might like to trust this levels on a downside, right? First TP and second TP for the scalpers. Okay, so this might be an expected move on a gold. All right. So mean in this week we will be expecting gold to move on a downside only. All right, so let's see anyways. So while going on upper side, if it happens to clear on upper side, you are doing nothing in this levels, right? So in fact, if it happens to drop below this one, because you have already broken down from this levels, right, it is being it have broken down. All right, so it might like to retest this level once more, right? Going up, the price going on our upper side, right, and coming down again, trying to move something like this. All right, so on a bigger time frame, this is what we can see. All right, on a gold. Okay, let's get back to the smaller time frame and see what's happening around, right? Gold broke down from this levels towards the downside, okay. And it have created this levels, all right, in this level. So on a 1 minute time frame, let's see what's happening for the scalpings, all right. It tried to break down below these levels, right, on a gold, right, previously. Market have tried to break down below these levels. So most probably confident trade can come below these levels, but the risky trade can be seen from the top, right, once it clears down from these levels towards the downside, all right. The scalping on a downside, right, okay, for the gold, right. So first TP in this level, all right, and second TP on a downside, all right, for the gold, right, okay. For the BT, all right, I'm not doing anything on a downside, all right. Once it clears out on upper side, then only I try to do something else, right, in this level, okay. So BT try to make one move in this levels whereby, okay, let's see whether it clears down below these levels or not. If it clears down while dropping on a downside, all right, this this long won't be valid, all right, from that level, all right, it won't be valid, okay. If it happens to clear down below this levels, it won't be valid, but once it clears out on upper side, I'm going to buy BD, all right, do one scalping on upper side till this level, all right, with a small risk on a downside, okay. So this is going to be my plan for now, all right. At the same time, we have several, if you are taking risks, then we can buy from the downside as well, but most probably after clearing out this one, all right, while coming in upper side, okay. So most risk-free trade will be from the upper side, from this levels to this level, most probably, all right, 0.859 percentage, okay. Gold retesting a bit. Gold is retesting a bit, all right. Let's see, guys, all right, what the gold is going to do. So we are just taking into consideration that, okay, so market have already broken down on a downside from this levels, right, okay. This is the retest that is being done. Once it clears below this one, this is going to be confident one, all right, okay. So in those levels, you will be taking some risks, all right. So while gold moving in upper side, okay, so if it happens to clear above this level, this long, this short won't be valid, all right. So your stop loss is above that one, all right, guys, okay. So once it clears off from this level, so it won't be valid in this level, all right. The gold, this position won't be valid because market tries to make a high, right. If it tries to move up and try to create a new high, that means it is creating a new high. Higher highs can be expected on upper side, right, okay. So as soon as you have reached to TP1, you might like to book some profit and move your SL to the entry and let it flow, right, okay, guys. For the gold, right, for the BT, I'm not doing anything over here, all right. Once it clears out on upper side, then only I try to buy on upper side, okay. On a downside, I'm not doing anything. So far so cool, guys. I just got something over here, I can't speak well. I know it's late, but yeah, few analysis for you all, okay. Gold, you have taken one risk, all right, whereby making sure that we have the previous resistance in this level whereby it have broken out on upper side, again try to move on upper side and got rejections, right, okay. So while retesting it on upper side, it shouldn't be moving above this level, okay. So if it happens to move, then that will be another long on upper side, right. But most probably we'll be looking for the shots right now, all right, for this move. Let's see on BT if it gives us any a long positions or not. All right. What is it? All right, just let me decline. All right, we'll try to long activate long once we clear some upper side, then only, right? Okay, so we see observe it in this levels, right, whereby we broke out from, we breaks below this levels or not. All right, okay. If it breaks below, then this longs becomes invalid, right? So we wait for this position to activate in this levels, whereby market get rejection from this levels above this levels, right, and try to move on a upper side. Okay, so once it gets cleared out in this levels above this levels, I think that is going to be a more confident for us to go for the longs, right, on upper side. Okay, so gold, gold is moving cool, right? Okay. Yeah, logo man. I got something over here. I can't speak very well right today. Okay, so nothing much to worry, in fact, right? So this is the level whereby you should move your book some TPs over here, right? So for the gold, just a small scalpings for you all, right? You need to book some profits in these levels and try to try to move your SL smaller, right? Okay. The BT will be observing whether the market tries to break out in these levels or not. All right, comes back to this level or not. Okay, on the 1 minute time frame. We can go for the long from these levels as well, but a little bit risky. Okay, why? Because we have broken out on upper side. This is the retest, again got the rejections, right? Once we clears out from this levels and upper side, we will be able to take one risk on upper side. Okay, one long positions, right, from this level, but that's going to be a little bit risky. Okay guys, so in fact, taking into consideration that once it goes down, get a rejection from the down, and if it happens to clear out on upper side, then only, right? But the confident one must wait for pop this level or this levels, right, on upper side. Okay, for the confident one, this is a little bit risky, in fact, guys. So you'll be doing small price action. You're just taking into consideration that if it happens to break out on the upper side, at least you're not assuming the breakout from this levels. At least you will be getting a position till this levels, right? The move till this level. If it happens to break out on upper side, you'll get the advantage, right? If it's never getting an upper side from here, then it will drop down again. If it gets a rejection from this level, guys, if it gets a rejection from this levels, you will get a big drop down. All right, so you'll be taking one risks in this levels if you have been taking in this levels, right? Okay, a little bit risky. All right, okay, if you have, if you take from this level, but risk always comes with a reward. Then at the same time, you will be, if it happens to break out on upper side, then you might like to see a good profit on upper side as well, right? But aggressive moving on the downside, so I'm not trying to take risks on the downside, right? If it have been in the upper side above these levels, right, it would be better for me to take risks on upper side, right? Quick moves, right? And a small profit, but a little bit confident for me. All right, at least it is trying to clear out one on upper side, whereby it will be reversal. We are not catching up the bottoms, but we'll be in the meat, whereby we will be getting some moves, right? Okay, the confident moves. All right. Gold. So for the gold as well, while going for the retest, we make sure that it is not breaking out from this levels on upper side. Okay, so we get a rejection from this levels and drop down all the way towards the downside. All right, on the gold as well. All right, if it happens to go for the retest from the top. All right, okay. If it happens to break above these levels, then the shortest will be invalid. Okay, meanwhile, what you can do is, while going for the downside, at least maybe this level or a little bit downside can be traced. Okay, that time you might like to some books and profits and move your SL to entry. If you get, you'll get a huge move on the downside. If you don't get, then your SL at entry. 0.12% is done for now. All right. For BT, we shall wait it. Let's see. Anyways, guys, the gold is also at risks, huh, guys? Okay, at risks. We are taking into consideration that the market have tried to break down on a downside. All right, from this level, and we have been taking this aggressively on a downside. All right, nothing much. So far, so good, guys. Hi, hi, observer, observer, Annie. Hi. Okay. So I haven't been taking any trades today because of I was a little bit busy because I had some neighborhoods here and there, and I had to go over there, which is not related to my field, but in fact, all right. So I was a little bit busy over there, all right. So I was planning for the longs positions on the upper side, okay, from this levels only, but the market was not able to break out on upper side, whereby market dropped all the way towards the downside. I was expecting some reversal, all right, reversal on upper side, okay. So most probably from 73,800 this zone, right, I was expecting, but later on it couldn't break out on the upper side, whereby I need to cancel my trades for all the trades, right, and I just let it flow. I couldn't take any trades for today, right, okay, because I was a little bit busy. In fact, sorry for you all as well because I was a little bit late, right, okay. All right. For the BT to move on upper side, right, guys, okay, will be, so if it happens to break below this one again, so it is not a good long entry, right, so I'll be checking on one long entry above this levels, right, okay, till this one, all right, one scalping, okay, above this level till this level, all right. So market have tried to create one level in this zone again on a downside, okay. So what I was observing in this level is right now, all right, so market had once almost like, whereby market have created one highs and lows, right, okay, highs and lows, right, and it broke down on a downside, okay. So if it happens to come out on a support zone above these levels, I'm going to get one entry and try to trace these levels, right, on upper side, okay. This is what I'm looking for. But in fact, if it happens to, since it was broken down from the support, right, if it happens to close below these levels, right, then this long is going to be invalid, all right. So right now it have not closed below, okay, so it's still playing inside in over here in this levels, right. Once it closes below, then I cannot activate one long positions on upper side, okay. So this is what I mean to say, all right, one scalping on a 1 minute time frame, all right, guys. So in fact, if we are taking risks in this level, okay, taking into considerations that, okay, so it will be breaking out on upper side, okay. If we happens to take above these levels, we have one chance on upper side. In fact, a little bit risky, okay. The confident one is once it clears out this levels, right, clears out this levels around $71,375 on upper side, okay. But if it is not able to clear out this level only, the long one is invalid for now, all right. Long one is, it is breaking down on a downside, which means it keeps moving on a downside, right. Okay, so let's see in this level whether the 5 minutes gets closed below this levels or not, all right. Right now the first candle have not closed below. If it happens to get rejection and try to break out on the upper side, I will be getting one long positions in this level, all right, guys, okay. So I'll be most probably targeting first TP will be this one, all right, and the second TP is towards the $71,998, all right. So this is going to be one scalping for me, all right. So this levels, okay, and this levels, all right. I'll be observing this levels, all right, okay. Gold try to move on upper side, okay. Gold went for the retest. For the gold also similar, okay guys. For the gold also, while going for the retest, it shouldn't go above these levels. Then the longs one will be, shorts ones will be invalid, right? So in these levels, it can play still, right? But if it happens to move above these levels, your SL will be gone, and you will be able to, you won't be getting a short moves on the downside. All right. Okay, for now it's good, but you make sure that it is not moving above 4,478. All right, if it moves above these levels, your shorts will be invalid or your SL is going to be heated, right? 0.15 percentage on upper side. Okay, a little bit risky. Okay, the momentum is there, but a little bit risky right now on these levels for the gold as well. All right, so you have not observed whether the market is trying to break out, create a, this is the retest for this levels of breakout, right? Okay, this is broken out, right, and it is retesting it. If it happens to close above this level, then short is going to be squeezed, but below this levels is all bearish for the market right now currently. All right, let me mark with a bigger line, right? See whether it hits your SL or not. All right, the market is not trying to catch up on upper side. Most probably market all sellers are ruling today, right? Okay, market, the sellers are ruling it today. All right, above these levels, I'm going to activate one long positions on upper side. Okay, and try to move on upper side. Okay, gold aggressively planning. If the SL is heated, again you will wait for the next move below these levels. All right, okay, for the gold. Nothing much financial advice, guys. Okay, I'm a little bit tired as well, but I'm trying to see you for a few opportunities if you get it right. If you get it, all right. Mhm. So while opening, I told you this is a little bit risky. Why? Because you have not broken out from $71,371. While opening a long position from these levels, you're assuming that, okay, you'll be breaking out from these levels. All right, you will be assuming if it gets rejection from this level, you have a chances of getting dropped also, but you are taking risks at the same time on a scalping. All right, on upper side. Okay. Okay, gold, you see whether now closing below these levels will be confident shots for you all right, but let's see whether this breaks out on upper side or just plays you around. We have already broken out on upper side. Okay, we are assuming that in this levels whereby this longs will get faked out. All right, so actually the shorts positions for the confirmations will be like taking out from these levels, but I have given you early entry, right? Okay, in these levels, if you are confident, this can be a little bit confident, more confident, but early entry I have given you all in these levels. All right, in fact, if it doesn't do any retest, right, so it is retesting right now, closing below these levels, I think it is going to be a good one for you all right, most probably. Okay, the confident one is going to come below these levels only. All right, it's $4,467 for the gold. Why? Because this was the support that the market tried to create it and break it down towards the downside. All right, okay, so this is the level whereby you have got a breakout towards the downside. Okay, so this is going to be more confident. All right, so a little bit risks you can take it from this level as well. Okay, you have already taken from these levels, but you might like to hold from this SL at this levels, right? So if it happens to, gold happens to move above these levels, right, okay, it get a rejection from this level and move above these levels, then your short is going to hit your SLs, right? Okay, so you make sure that if you're waiting for this last confirmations, right, so if for a last confirmation, if you're waiting for that one, okay, let it close below, right, close below these lines, right, that is going to give you all more confidence. All right, if you are holding below these levels, right, already opened, then your stop loss should be above this level. All right, okay, in fact I have a hope that bitcoin, the gold can give you all the downside moves, right? Okay, let's see it closes below or not, or if it happens to place in these levels, it may like to play. Yeah, nothing financial advice on, guys. Make your own research before you move in. Right, so guys, you guys don't. Hi Adisan, hi, hello everyone. All right, so longs, all right. One risky long can be activated from this level. All right, so once it clears off from this levels, all right, and that will be more confident for us to move on upper side. Okay. Let's see, guys, whether it gives us not. All right, I try to share with my people as well. So below these levels, you are not doing anything. Let it go or do whatever it likes, right? It might be a very low, all right? So don't look for the downside moves, right? Okay, so just wait for the price to come out on this levels, your zone, right? And it will be a little bit confident for you all, right? If it never comes back, then it will be invalid. Let me write over here, risky longs. Confident for scalping. All right. If it happens to move on a downside, it will become invalid. Hi guys. I'm a little bit tired. In fact, I'm trying my best to help you all out, right, in these levels, right? Nothing much financial advice, but make your own research before you move in, right, guys? Okay, so that you guys don't get bashed off, all right? Okay. One longs can be activated from these levels, all right, and one confident level on upper side. In fact, if it happens to never come up on upper side, then it will be invalid, all right. Getting rejection, gold rejection from the entry, all right. Those who have already opened, your stop loss should be in upper side. If it happens to change its directions on a long side, you will be taken out, all right. Okay, nothing financial advice, make your own research before you move in, right? Okay. I'll risky long in hyperliquid. I'll risky long, all right. Let it play around, all right, guys. Once it comes back to our zone, then only we are going to activate longs, all right. Otherwise, we are not doing anything over there. Let it get reductions, right? Let it get reductions and move up on upper side. Let it play around. Wait, all right. So it broke down on a downside again, all right. Oh my God. Okay. Just wait, guys. All right. On a downside, I'm not taking much right now. This is a short move, right? But it has a chances of getting a faked out as well. All right. It tried to break out below this level, but I'm not trying to short in this levels, right? Try to break out below this levels, right? Okay. And it is retesting on a downside. This is a short move, all right. But I'm not taking the short on, guys. I'm just showing you all small scalpings only on a downside because high chances of getting faked out as well, right? I'm not taking the shots, all right. So I'm waiting for the price to move on upper side and try to break out on upper side, okay. And I'll try to take one long side, all right. Okay, this is a short side, but I'm not taking because it might like to get faked out as well, all right. Just wait, all right, guys. Just wait. It have broken down on a downside. This is a short setup, okay. So I'm not taking right now because I have reached to the limit whereby I cannot take my shot now. Okay, in fact, even if it gives me the moves on the downside. Gold right now can take a small risk, right, on the downside. Okay, with a stop loss, long holders, those who are holding, your stop loss should be above this level. Okay, those who are scalpers, okay, you might like to take now stop loss in these levels, right? Okay, stop loss in these levels, right? And try to trace on a downside move, okay, for the gold. Small risks now, and target is more, right? Okay, gold going good, right? Book some profit in this level and let it flow, or move your asset at entry and let it flow, right? Okay. For those who have entry from this level as well as this levels, right? If you're holding a little bit long, right? If you don't mind waiting a little bit long, you might like to have stop loss a little bit bigger for all the TPs, right? For the scalpers, you can take a small SL in this level and get the whatever the move that is given in a one go, right? Take, and take the profits and get out, right? That can be one move for you all if you don't like waiting, right? Okay. If you don't like waiting, all right. BT also going down, all right. The setup is for the shots. I'm not taking on a BT anymore, right? Setup was given for the shots. Okay, why? Hey guys, can you hear me? All right. Sorry, I didn't see the message over there. All right, for the gold, right, for the scalpers, if you don't want to hold till this levels, right, you might like to book some profit and move your SL to the entry, right? Those who are quick, those who requires very quick profits, right? Those who wanted to hold, right, again, you get entry from the top, most probably, right? If it happens to give you the second entry, you can take it, right? Or you can have a stop loss a little bit up upper side and try to hold this on the downside, right? Okay, to this level for the gold. Okay, if you're holding very long, right, those who don't like to hold, going back, taking risks, right, long time, you can take this move wherever till wherever it gives you, right? If it gives you all the way towards downside, just keep trading the stop losses. Okay, now keep your stop loss at entry and just trade towards the downside. All right. what I have been saying is, guys, all right, for the scalpers, take a quick scalping moves and get out, right? Or book some profit, move your SL at entry, and just let it flow for the goals, right? For the BT, I'm not taking shots because, all right, because I don't have any H in this levels, right? So I can't take risks in this levels, right? If there was a H, I could have taken some risks, all right? But I'm not taking this shot, though there was a short move, right? I didn't take this moves, all right? Why? Because I have no idea till where the Bitcoin is falling down. All right. So for that reason, I'm not taking shots right now on a Bitcoin. All right. So I'll be waiting for the risky longs, right? Once it get backs on upper side. All right. Otherwise, now it's becoming invalid. So if it keeps moving on a downside, all right. Okay. So most probably this should be one reversal point whereby the Bitcoin should get on upper side. Okay. Pop $70,600, right? Below the support, right? This range, most probably Bitcoin should give you all some reversal, but nothing financial advice, guys. Hi, guys. Is it audible, right? If anyone can give me one, say hi, right, or just say yes, I'm audible. Because I didn't check the mics, right? Okay, this is the point whereby you will be getting one reversal, right, guys? Okay, so very risky, all right, risky. Super risky can be taken in these levels as well. All right, one super risky. This can be a liquidations, right? To take out all the longs, right? And trying to so bob these levels. I'll be taking one. So if you are waiting for a little bit confident, try to wait for the little bit upper side. Okay. If you have been waiting for the confidence, if you are not waiting for any confidence, all right. Let's see whether we'll get some trace from the downside as well. All right. Confident will be above these levels only, all right, for this BD, all right, okay. So we'll try to trace this one on upper side anyways, okay. Only this is the scalping, all right, guys, okay, only scalping, we keep tracing, all right, but we make sure that while tracing it, we are not going from the limit, right, okay. If it is a scalping liquidation drop, all right, trying to take out the longs, right. One risky from here, a little bit less risky, over risky, less risky, and a little bit confident, right? Above this levels only for the longs, right? Okay, so till below this levels, we are not trying to do anything. Gold going soup up. Gold, I have taken this. All right, yes, are horrible. All right, wait, market, great liquidity, yeah. Okay, so for this levels, why I can take this shot is because I have something else in this levels to study, right? To see, right? At least to get some confidence on the downside. All right. But the BT, I don't have anything in this levels whereby I can't check the price. Okay. In this levels, I was able to check it, so I can make one trade in this levels. But right now, it's creating a new lows in this current levels, right? Okay. So after a month or maybe 2 3 months, right, it's creating a new lows, which means I cannot create anything for the scalpers in this levels, right? In fact, I can think for the big long holders, but I cannot create anything in this levels. Sorry for that one. All right. If there is a price reference, I can still study, right, a little bit and try to answer my own thoughts, right? Okay, this can be this levels, all those things, right, guys? Okay. But in fact, you should be giving reversal from this level. So we'll be waiting for once it gets reversal, we'll be waiting for the price to move on upper side and we'll take some advantage of that one. All right. Little bit risky. All right. More risky, in fact, right? More risky, in fact, but at the same time, risk always comes with a reward. All right. Okay. A little bit more risky and from this levels, right? A little bit less risky, a little bit more confident, right? Okay. This is can be. So we will be targeting on the scalpings on $71,997. Below this level, let's not try to trade it because this is creating new lows and lows, right? So below these levels, we cannot go down, all right? It will be very risky, all right, guys, okay? It's going to be very risky, all right? Gold, lovely on the downside, right? So book some profit, move your SL to the entry, right? And let it flow, all right? And gold, BT, I'm going to place one orders in this levels, right? Okay. So in this level, what we will be expecting is small breakout on upper side and try to get on a downside and try to this maybe can expect it, right? Once if it happens to break out on a upper side, all right, most probably, okay. This is what we will be expecting in this level. All right, so if it happens to get rejection from this level, this is we're expecting the support again, right? Breakout towards the downside. This is just a retest, it is being done. All right, so once it gets back down, right, this gives us the small retest in this level. And if we try to enter over there, it will be more confident for us to move on upper side, right, guys? Okay, that means that that was not a retest that is given in this levels, right? That's not for the shots, right? So once it goes down, gives a small retest, right, and clears that this breakout was true, then that is going to be confident for us to move on upper side, guys. All right. Yeah. Okay. So for the gold, till now, book some profits, right? Move your SL to the entry. Maybe 0.21 percentage is given till now. All right. So again, if it happens to move on upper side, you'll get a short entries for the gold once more. All right. Rating some H in these levels, right? Let's see. So far, so cool. Yes, good. All right, guys. Okay, so I was a little bit busy today. All right, those who are watching me for the first time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. All right, guys, so that you guys don't miss my live streaming from Monday to Friday sessions. A little bit tired today, but in fact, I'm trying to help you all out to see if there is any opportunities in the market, right, guys? Okay, so far, so cool. Okay, guys, keep your SL after booking the profit, keep your SL at the entry. All right, so even if you lose us nothing, right? Yeah, this is just the scalpings. All right, guys, scalpings for you all. So below this levels we are not touching it up. All right. Okay, most probably this is the level whereby it should be giving you all the reversal on the upper side. All right. Okay, but we are not taking in the downside moves. All right, we'll wait for the price to jump out on upper side our levels, and let's take some risks. All right. So what the market did, market tried to create one new high, right? New resistance. It broke out on upper side, all right? Broke out on upper side, right? Yeah. Okay, let's wait for that one. All right. So no early entry. So at least we get some confidence, right? Okay, while going on alongs. So at least let's have some edge to climb up, all right? Climb up the cliffs, right, guys? This is a cliff. The Bitcoin price is cliff right now. Downside. To climb up the cliff, at least let's have some hook to get on upper side. Otherwise, we don't have any hooks on a downside whereby we can get on upper side, right? So at least we have some hooks above these levels, right? So let's try if it happens to give us any moves on upper side, right? Yeah. What time do you start? Usually play drum easy way. I start from 11 UTC, but I informed my people, right? I will be coming on a late, right? Because like I was having some serious work tonight, yeah, last night and today, right? So I was over there, some important, right? But every day I come on a live stream from Monday to Friday session, 11 UTC to 14 UTC usually, right? All right. So take some scalpings, make some dollars. All right. Take some scalpings and make some dollars, right, guys? With you all. Gold, all right. Gold is going good, right? And downside, gold, I can take it because of these references. I already have the reference. At least I can take it, all right. Yeah. For BD, I don't have any references. It's a little bit difficult for me to take risks on these levels right now. All right. Let's see whether it's about to break out on upper side or not. All right. M means before 5 hours. Right now is 1 a.m. means it's by mm, 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 5, 6 p.m. Is it 6 p.m.? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1 a.m. is EST. Anyways, if you are following the UTC time, right, it will be 11 UTC. All right, I'm not that good in converting the time zones, right? Sorry for that one. In fact, right, guys. Okay. Hi, sir. Good evening. Hi, Lakshmi Viju. Hi, hi. SL 70,600. Uh, or which one? Oh, we haven't activated any positions in those levels right now. We are waiting for the price to Eldoris. Okay, we are waiting for the price to come up on our zone, right? Okay. Luckily, how you doing? Hey, I'm good, but a little bit was like a little bit busy yesterday, right? Today, it's first day with you. All right, good to see you. Right, those who are watching me for the first time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. All right, guys, so that you guys don't miss my live streaming from Monday to Friday sessions, right? So a little bit late today. Usually I come in 11 UTC to uh, 14 UTC, right? And right now it's like 16:25 UTC, right? So a little bit late, in fact. Okay. So once it comes to our zone, then it will be easier for us to trade right now. All right. Okay, for the BT. Okay. So nothing much I'm doing on the downside. Okay, a little bit risky. Once it comes on our zone, then I try to activate one longs. All right. For the gold, you must have big bucks and profits, right? Okay. Keep moving your SL at entry. And if it happens to go up on the upper side, all right. So once it clears down below these levels, still you can open one shots. All right, if it happens to, guys, I'm just saying if it happens to. All right, okay. Once it clears down below these levels, because you have already broken down on downside, right? It have been retesting it. Retest again, one confirm, right? One more retest to be done. In fact, if it happens to take a big retest from the top one more time, right? And you will be waiting for the price to. So while going on upper side, you are not doing anything, right? For the gold, all right, for the scalpers or long holders, whatever, right? Okay, intraday traders, whatever, right? Till these levels, you can trace it down, right? Okay, so if it happens to move on upper side, right, to retest it, okay? For now, you can keep your stop loss at entry and book some profit and let it flow. If it gives directly or towards the downside, take it all, all right? Take it all, okay? But in fact, if it happens to move on a further bigger retest from the top, right? And again, once it comes down to those levels, you can again activate one shots and try to get this profits, right? Yeah. Okay. BT coming up. Well and good. All right. Trying hard. BT trying hard. Okay. Let's wait for the price to come up on our zone. Then it will be easier for us to trade. Okay. It's good, brother. Just watching you trade. See how you're doing. All right. Okay. All right. That's good to know, luckily. Hey. I wasn't taking any trades today, but in fact, one small trade was activated previously, but I had to close it because I was little busy and couldn't come back to that trade. All right. Okay. So once it comes to our zone, it will be easier for us to trade precise. We make sure that it's not getting rejection and dropping down all the way towards the downside. Yeah. So for that, let's wait for a small retest on the precise, right? If you happen if you open directly from these levels, well, going down, you make sure that price is not dropping below these levels. You understand me? All right. If it drops below these levels, then your stop loss should be in these levels, right? Okay. If you're not following anything, you are taking risks from the bottom, right? So if you have been doing that things, right? Okay. If it drops below these levels or risky, first point whereby it which signifies that you need to get out of the long trades, right? And if it closes below this levels, then longs will be squeezed, right? Okay. For now, okay, let's get out of this box first. Let's get to our zone, right? Firstly, yeah, okay. Okay, gold. So far, so cool. Okay, just got below this levels once more time. Small retest is being done, right? If it closes below this levels, it will be more confident for you all to hold it a little bit long, right? For this scalping on a downside, right? Yeah, only one trade on a gold. Okay, let's see what will happen in these levels. Will it get rejection and try to close below these levels or these levels? If it closes below these levels, it will create lower and lows, lower and low, lower, high, low, high, low. No, lower, low, lower, low. Yeah. Okay. Let's see, guys. Let's get out of the zone first. Okay, coming to our zone, guys. Yeah, one retest to be done. Let's see. Coming to our zone now. Okay. Bolo na. Is not able to close the bob, right? In fact, we'll wait for the price to come above these levels once more time. Just wait, all right? Just wait. We shall wait for the confirmations, right? When confirmation is left, we make sure that we are not passing below these levels, right? Okay, just wait. Small retest is taken in these levels, taking the small retest. Gold couldn't reverse it right now. So if it happens to hit your SL at entry, guys, okay, after booking this one, you make sure that again while going on upper side, you're not doing anything. When it comes below your zone, when the price comes to your setup, I think you can go for the shots on the downside once more time. All right. If it happens to keep pushing on upper side, yeah, just wait. Patience, guys, patience, patience, cool down, cool down. Small retest is being taken in these levels. Okay, all right, it is taking one each from these levels, whereby let's see whether it closes above or not. It will give you all the setups confidence in these levels, right? Okay, crossing above this level is a little bit risky. Okay, less risky the long zone, and above this level is a confidence zone for you all. Lovely, guys. Buy leverage लेना क्या बोले हम समझ नहीं आया. Just let me read it out. बाय लिवरेज लेना पर टैक्स पर कुछ असर पड़ता है क्या? हाँ, पड़ता है ना. और पर इंडिया में हमको मालूम नहीं है. I don't know about India, but usually in the Binance also, you are with bigger leverage, means you are paying the high leverage because you are going for the. So small retests have been done and it is passing the retest. All right. Right now, I think it's good for the longs right now. All right. A little bit risky. Okay. So make sure that you keep your stop losses below these levels, right? Why? Because if it happens to do the bigger retest, all right, it may not, like, you are not traced it out, right? Just like a gold that we did earlier, right, guys? Okay. Once it traces it down, right? So you make sure that your stop losses is below those levels, right? One risky long taken in this level, all right? If the retest is being taken, right? Small fund only right now, because of small retest that is being taken in this levels, right? Okay, small retest of the candles that we are observing in this level. Small retest was taken and it passed through above on the upper side, right? Which was good for the long ones, right? Okay, for the BT, yeah, guys, for the BT. Gold, all right, gold up and down. Okay, so if it happens to take the retest, we make sure that it is not crossing below this one, below this levels, right? Once while coming for the retest, right? Once it crosses below this levels, right? If it happens to come, right? So if it happens, right? Second plans on mind, all right? If it happens to come below this levels, okay, and closes below this level and push the price towards the downside, that's going to be bearish, right? For now, small retest is given on a bull side, whereby the market is pushing on upper side. Yeah, okay. If it happens to come for the retest, right? But in fact, I have gone with a small fund in this levels, right? For the longs one, right? Yeah. Gold, gold. All right. In fact, if it happens to remove your SL at entry, you make sure that once it comes down below these levels, you might like to go. But for now, you can keep your entry at the levels right now. Okay. Nothing much financial advice, guys. Okay, this is only for the education purpose. But our leverage means high taxes. But for the scalpings, right? If you don't have a huge good amount, don't try to refrain from the scalpings. But if you are scalping it, try to go with the lesser leverage, even though you get few dollars. All right, no problem, because you will be attacking for the big profits, but you end up paying a good amount of uh, taxes, right? Okay, fees. All right. Okay. While coming down for the retest, if it happens to do the good retest, make sure that price is not getting below these levels, right? Okay. One small fund long is activated in these levels for now. All right. One risk is taken with advantage of the small retest that was given by the candles in this level right now. All right. So why I'm saying that one? All right. Because market tried to break out from the support towards the downside, right? Market try to break down towards the downside. Once it clears that one below this levels, right? Especially below this levels, that's going to be again the bearish one next move on the downside, which is going to be a little bit risky. All right. Okay. For that reason. All right. We make sure that it's not breaking below those levels. All right. So once it tries to go up on the upper side, if it happens to retest, then I will activate with my normal fund and try to move on upper side on BT. All right. Gold, so far so good. All right. Only small fund have been activated now, guys. Okay, because this is aggressive towards the downside, whereby you are about to trace the bottom, whereby you might like to get bashed off as well. All right. So 50% we are assuming for the longs one right now. All right. So we are not taking the full risks. We are taking the half risks right now. Okay. Half risks. Okay. So far so cool, guys. If you have a big amount for the scalpings, like, then it is good, right? For a small move, you can earn big things, right? But if your fund is so small and you're going with big leverage, then It's a problem. Mhm. I'll try to find one H right for you all. For gold, you should keep your stop loss at entry after taking this profits, right? 0.21 percentage. Once it moves up, tries to clear below this level, you can take one shots. While going on upper side, you cannot do anything. All right. Lovely BT. Okay. It haven't done any bigger retest right now, but in fact, it is taking advantage. We are taking advantage of small retest with the candles that it is given on a 1 minute time frame. Okay. Hi, hi, play drum easy way. Play drums the easy way, right? Okay, brother. Welcome a little bit late today, but in fact, I try to come for you all. All right, nothing much to worry. You understood, right, guys? Instructions, okay? Let me delete this one. For now, your stop loss should be below this one because you have broken out on the upper side. In fact, if it happens to come for the bigger rate, just towards the downside. All right. Lovely. Risky long activated. Confident long above these levels. Maybe confident long. It is going to give you a small retest. For the long holders, you make sure that your stop loss is in this level. All right. For the scalpers, those who want very quick profits, you might like to have small stop loss as well. All right. Okay. For long holders, you might like to have stop loss below $70,877. All right. Below this level. Okay. For the scalpers, make it short. The first thing after getting into the setup is the first thing you do is minimizing your risks. All right, guys. Okay. Minimize your risks as much as possible. All right. Move your stop loss in this zone, right below this level, and let it flow for the scalpers. For long holders, those who wanted to hold above this level, right, your stop loss should be below $70,879. All right, guys. For the scalpers. For the gold, if it happens to move on the upper side, once it comes down below this one, again you can short it once more time. If it happens to give you the short move in this level only, no problem at all. Okay, so far so cool, guys. Okay. Okay, guys, you understood, right? For long holders, your stop loss very big, whereby you're holding above this level, right? Okay. For scalpers who target only this much, you can keep your stop loss small, book some profit above this level, TP1, TP2, TP3, TP4, right? Book some profit, move your SL to entry and let it flow, right? No problem at all. For the scalper, scalping means very quick, right? Okay, how much market gives within one move, one go, you take it and get out, right? For a little bit long holders, you need to hold a little bit long. At the same time, you want a bigger target, you are taking a bigger risks. At the same time, you are ready to hold for a little bit long, right? You got it, what I mean. So far, so cool, guys. It's very late, 10:44 p.m. at my zone. I try myself to break down, right, for you all, make it easier, everything cooked and it's on your plate. So eat it well, guys. All right. Nothing much financial advice, but make your own research before you move in. All right. Okay. I'm not here to give you all the advice, financial advice, but in fact, yeah. So have a nice dish, guys. Okay. Our gold also trying hard. Okay. It's trying hard to push it towards the downside. In fact, if it happens to play around, stop loss at entry, let it flow. Those who are watching me for the first time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Every day I come on a live stream from 11 UTC to 14 UTC, right? Okay, but today a little bit late. It is 16:46 UTC at my zone. At any zone, right? So, okay, a little bit late today. All right, you can catch me always. I'll be on live. Let's learn together, earn together, and have fun together. All right. Okay, the main motive of the group is to learn together, have fun together. All right. Ganesh, sir. Ganesh, sir. All right. Hi, hi, brother. Welcome. Where are you from? All right. We're scalping on BT right now. Okay. Hi, bro. Your live timing 11 UTC to 46 UTC. If you have confusion, you can join my group, right? There is a link in the description box for Telegram group, free group. You can keep joining over there, right? So I make sure that when I come on, if I don't forget, I keep sending you all the links over there. You can always join me, right? Whenever I come on a live, right? Pune, Maharashtra. All right. Good to know that. Maharashtra. Scalping, bro. Just a little bit late, but yeah, was scalping. Just few more minutes. All right. So far so good, guys. I and I have a. In fact, today I couldn't give anything on a VIP group as well because of my I was busy, right? So some few people requested me for the uh, VIP group as well. All right, I have started with $20 per month, okay, with video explanations and giving you all the charts, right, all those things. But I make sure I take out the time for you all, right? So if If you are interested, you can message me, WhatsApp me, or whatever, right? Okay, Telegram me, or right, inbox me on Telegram, or message me. It's up to you. Nothing much financial advice, all right? Only those who are interested. At the same time, those who are interested, they are getting, and you will be also getting, all right? Okay. Mhm. Trading in a zone, guys. India, yeah, Pune, Maharashtra, Pune. I think I have been over there, Maharashtra, brother Mahesh. Those who are interested to join in a free group, there is a link in the description box, right? The free group, or if you can't find it over there, you can go on my bio and click over there, and you can join it, right? Okay, keep joining over there. Book some profits for the scalpers, right? Move your SL to the entry. Long holders, those who are holding a little bit longs, you can have stop loss below this levels, right? $7,867 below this levels, and you can hold it full TPs, right? Okay, for the scalpers and for the long holders, all right? And if you have stop loss below this levels, I think you can hold a little bit upper side as well, all right? That might be $72,624 as well, right? Okay, so but I'm not giving you all the hopes. This is just a scalping sessions. We'll be completing within the zone, right? Mhm. Okay, your SL at entry is done for the gold. All right, gold. Your SL at entry is done. Okay, small profits was only given in these levels. All right, what you are going to do? All right, once it goes up, you are not doing anything over there. All right, and while coming down, or what you can do is can go with this again a small fund in this levels and try to hold, right? But that will be a little bit risky, okay, guys? That will be a little bit risky. Try to take out the people who have longs on the upper side, okay? And try to come down. While coming down, you just wait for the price to come below this levels, right? Just like a BT, what it have done, right? Okay. So once it comes to a zone, then you can start activating your shots, right? Yeah, and try to target these levels, all right? For now, only small scalping was given on the downside for the gold, right? Okay, that time you can have, once it have cleared out the retest from the top, you can have stop loss in the zone, take a small risk, right? Okay. For the BT as well, try to book some profit in the zone, right? Okay, and move your SL at entry and let it flow, all right? If it happens to do the bigger retest from this levels, the confident level of scalping, right? It may do the retest as well. If it happens to do the retest, once it clears out, if it happens to, if it happens to, you understand me? Okay, if it happens to do the retest, all right, once it shouldn't pass below this levels, right? Okay, and comes down on the upper side, again you can activate longs and try to move on the upper side, okay? Or if you are long holders, just keep the stop losses below this levels and just hold it for the scalping on the upper side, right? Okay, those who requires very big profits, right? Not enough with the small profits, right? Bro, please increase volume of your device. Okay. Are you listening with a big volume over there on the phones, right? Okay, I try to be a little bit louder for you all. All right. Just listen very carefully, right? Okay, bro, please increase your volume. Ara area. Dubai, is it Arabic word? Tell about gold moves for now. All right. Gold moves I have given you all. All right. So those who have scalping on the downside, you're taken out from this SL at entry, right? Now let it flow wherever it goes, right? on upper side or downside. But in fact, if it keeps moving in upper side, it will be invalid for this shot, right? But in fact, I'm waiting for one shots, right? Once it happens to clear below this one, maybe that will take very long on the upper side, right? But in fact, if it happens to come down below this levels, you can take one shots in this level. Otherwise, if it keeps moving in upper side, your shots will be invalid. But in fact, if it happens to give you move below this levels, then you will get one shots one more time, right? Okay, that time your target will be this levels. I think I will be very confident to hold below this levels. Your stop loss will be above this levels, right? Okay, that's going to be our plans. Second plan on the gold for now. All right, yeah, only after getting. Otherwise, if it keeps pushing right now, you're assuming that the breakouts on the upper side is just a fake out, right? All the traps, okay, or just a pullback. You're getting back to the pullback. All right, once it comes down and below this levels, if it never comes down, your short will be invalid. All right, just you're waiting at the zone whereby it's $4,472. All right, may come or may not come. I also don't know. All right, okay, if it comes, you can go it. If it doesn't come, then might like to move on upper side. Okay, upper side on a gold, that can be if you have a long, that may be that this zone, right? But I'm not operating long in this for the short gold in this level. If it wants to move, it might like to move all the way towards this levels as well. 1491. I'm not operating any long side on a gold. So, all right. Okay, I'll just wait for my position. So that is what I'm trading in a zone. All right. I missed few points, but no problem for me. All right. Okay. Let it flow, guys. All right. Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. So far, so cool, guys. Book some profit for the TP1 is done for the BT as well. TP2, TP3, TP4 is left for the scalpers. All right. Stop loss. Always first thing after you get inside the trade is to reduce your stop loss. All right. Reduce your stop risks. Okay. Reduce your risks. Okay. If it gives, let it give. If it doesn't give, why to fear? Right? You get another opportunity. Let it hit your SLR entry. Lose nothing, right? So that is reducing your risks. All right, guys. Okay, just helping you all out for the small scalping sessions, right? Gold, I'm not activating any longs in this levels, right? Okay, I just wait for the price to come down to my zone, then I might activate one short positions towards the downside. On upper level, I cannot take risks. In fact, that will be a one risky shot from this levels, right? Okay, one risky shot can be activated from this levels, but you don't want to take risks. All right, if you want to wait for the confidence, just let the price come down. All right, at least below this levels. Okay, then only you can go for the shots. All right, on the downside for the scalpers. Yeah, if it keeps moving on the upper side, your shots will be invalid. All right, wait for your zone to come in. All right, so far so cool. BT, lovely guys, lovely. Superb, superb guys. BT, those who have taken, well and good, confident. All right, lovely. 0.62 percentage done. All right, for the scalpers, right? So what we did, we didn't wait for the bigger retest on the downside. We just took with a small retest that had been taken in this levels, right? One candle retest was taken, right? Whereby we activated our longs on upper side. Okay, taking into risks that if it happens to go on a downside, we'll be having stop losses below this levels, right? So that was our plan. Second plan was all over there, right? Okay, gold, let it play around. Okay, So I think it should come down on the downside for the gold, right? I'm not expecting any good moves on upper side for the gold, but in fact, that is not totally a financial advice. It may like to come down as well, right? We never knows, right? Up go up as well, right? Small retest, we make sure that gold is not breaking above these levels now. All right. If you take shots from these levels, you might like to have a stop losses, little bit on upper side. The risky for the gold, right? Risky shots. That's what I call risky shots. Once you get below these levels, you can activate your shots, but your stop loss is going to be very big, right? Which I don't like, right? So for now, what you can do is wait for the price to come down below these levels, and you can have a smaller stop losses. Pop these levels maybe, right? Okay. Shots can be from this level as well, but little bit risky, all right? So you need to have a little bit bigger stop losses, whereby if it happens to come out that was a real breakout, right? Then it will move above this level, right? Above this level, okay? $4,481. One scalping can be taken on upper side as well, but I'm not taking it that one, right? I just wait for my on the downside, all right? Maybe this levels or this levels, right? Confident, all right? Less risky, but confident. Risky, confident, more risky, right? All those things you need to determine yourself, right? One long scalping can be taken from this levels once it breaks out on upper side, but I'm not taking any longs, all right? But if it happens to fake you out, then you might like to get bashed off, right? It is creating your long positions in this levels above this level, all right? If it happens to break out on upper side for the scalpers, right? Okay, above this level, all right? But I'm not taking any long positions. Rather, I will be looking for the shots only for the BTE right now, all right? Because of few considerations, okay? Yes, matter. Hi, hi, Adisan, Ada area Dukungan. Bro, please increase volume device. Sorry, brother. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Okay, guys. Okay, for the scalpers, book some profits, on guys. All right, don't hold for the long time. Very long for the scalpers. Those who are easy to hold it for this target, your stop loss should be below these levels. You understand me? Okay, for the scalpers, just move your stop loss at entry and just let it flow. All right, nothing much to worry about there. Some profit. Okay, you are already in profit zone, right? So nothing much to worry for you all. Yeah. That's again. Okay. Okay, guys. All right. For the gold, all right. So what it have to do is just break down below. Okay, if it happens to move up, it shouldn't pass above an upper side. Okay, so above this level, it will be long positions. All right, below this level, risky short can be taken from these levels as well, but you make sure that your stop loss is a little bit higher, right? Okay, risky short can be taken from this level as well for the goals, all right? And the target is $4,450. All right, guys. Okay, your target will be on the downside, right? So far, so cool, guys. Hi, hi, guys. Hello, hello. Hi, hey, hey, hey. You make sure for the gold, all right, your stop loss should be above this levels, huh? Okay. If it happens to pass above this levels, okay, this is right now at risky levels, okay. If it happens to pass above this levels, you are not getting a short side, all right. That will be a long side, all right, especially above this levels, right? Okay. Make sure you follow that instruction very carefully, all right. Not get bashed off, all right. BT, lovely going, guys. Okay, BT is lovely profits. Gold, your target should be $4,450. All right, maximum. This is right now a shots. All right. Once it clears down below this level, it will be confident one for you all. All right. For now, you might like to take a small, a little bit upper side your stop loss. Okay. So 4,451. Yeah. Lovely, guys. TP2 about to hit for the BT, right? Hi, hi, Ali, Ali. Hi, hi, Ali V. All right. Hey, brother. Luckily, hi, hi. Luckily, how are you doing? Luckily, brother. Are you making some dollars? Those who are watching me for the first time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. All right, guys. We are the masters at scalping. Don't. Luckily knows, right? Dragon is the best scalpers. Okay. Dragon is best scalpers in the world, right? Luckily, I miss you, brother. How are you? I miss you so much, brother. You should come sometimes. Luckily. Okay, this is on the shots, right? For the gold, right? Scalping on the downside. Okay. You might like to book some profit in the zone, $4,467, right? And towards the downside. Then move your SL at entry, right? Now, you might like to keep your stop losses in the zone, right? For the gold. Okay. Nothing much to worry, right? So just minimize your risks as much as possible. If you have taken it down, right, the risky trades, right, $4,479 is going to be your stop loss, all right, for the gold on a downside sale zone, all right, for the scalpers. Okay, BD, let it flow. We are about to do this target for the BT, all right. The stop loss should be in this zone for the gold, all right. You understand me, guys, for the scalpers. For the holders, you might like to have a bigger stop loss as well, but for the scalpers, just get whatever you like it, right, guys? You know, $4,481. All right, top scalper, my brother. Okay, huge. All right, laughing a lot. Keep laughing, brother. I'm stacking gold, good money because of you. Thank you so much, Luckily. All right, why you laugh? You turned me into a monster. Listen and learn. Okay, guys. All right, all right. Okay, minimize your risks. Scalping, right? Who knows? Maybe our best scalpers, right? What you think, guys? Those who are watching me, what you think? Am I a good scalper for you all, or I'm a dirty scalper for you all? What you think? You'll get fear. Okay. Lovely gold. We are approaching the confident level. Okay. 11. What are 20 minutes? Talking at you. We have kept our stop loss at such a point that, okay, if it happens to turn it towards the bullish, you'll be out, right? Okay. For the scalpers. For long holders, if you are interested to hold a little bit long, you might like to have stop loss above this level. Okay. So while playing around, when the market is like gold market is a little bit volatile, if it happens to play around, you won't be taken out right easily. Got it. Okay. Okay, guys. So usually on 11 to 14 UTC, you can catch me, guys. All right. Those who are interested, 11 to 14 UTC. All right. Try to convert it to your zone. I'm not trying, I won't convert for you all. All right. Try to convert to your zone and try to see which time zone it falls. CP2 almost done, guys. Gold going back. Okay. Patience, guys, patience. Okay. Have patience. Trust the process. Have patience. All right. Don't jump in and out. Once it's activated, it's activated. All right. Just control the risks. Rest, let it flow. 11:30 we're ending it. All right, 11:13, 15 minutes to go. Dollars. BTC, nice guys. Okay, for the gold, it's the second time, second entry for you all. First scalping down on the downside. Okay, this is the second entry for you all from the little bit risky. Okay, risky top I have given you all. Okay, market tried to break down from this level already. This is the retest that you are having on the upper side. Okay, if you are thinking it, all right, what it could be, right? Okay, so while going for the retest, we make sure that the gold is not passing above this levels, right? So exactly in that level, we have tried to keep our stop loss. All right, so hitting it, going swapping it is not a problem, right? Sometimes market tries to swap you. The candle shouldn't close above this level, otherwise the bears are going to get trapped. All right, okay. While going on a side, okay, swapping is not a problem, but if the candle happens to close above this level, right, close above this level, all right, that is $4,480 above this level, right, then the shots will get bashed off, right? Your stop loss of 0.043 percentage will be gone, right? Okay, very, very small stop losses, right? If you are a little bit long holders, right? If you wanted to hold for a little bit long, your big targets, right? Not for the scalpers, right? Okay, scalpers, they get take a big leverage and they try to get faked out, right? You can have stop loss in the zone, all right? Okay, nothing much to worry. Have patience, all right? Nothing financial advice. Make your own research before you move in, all right? So that you guys are not bashed off, right? Yeah, 0.8 percentage done, right, guys? How much pips for you all? 565, 565 pips done, all right? TP2 heated, all right? So for the scalpers, move your stop losses below $71,350. Just keep below the zone, all right, for the scalpers. Okay, it will play around, all right? Nothing much to worry, okay? It's going to play around in these levels, all right? Maybe a little bit drop as well, okay? But nothing much to worry. You're getting back to your zones, right? Okay, we'll try to play around in the zone, all right? Maybe a little bit drop as well, all right? But for the scalpers, if you're not holding very long, try to book some profits in the zone and stop loss in the zone and just let it flow. For the holders, you can have patience in this levels, right? Yeah. And re-enter gold 4,478. Yeah, it's still a good one for the gold for the shots, but nothing financial advice on guys. Okay, you're still in the zone, all right, but you make sure that you're having stop losses in the zone, all right. So one small fake out, maybe if it happens to give you the fake outs on a long, you are not getting bash swap candles. Sometimes market the gold tries to give you all the swap candles, okay, that time you will be taken out, right? Okay, still good for the shots, right? Because you have loss of profit on downside. You are still in my zone, right? Make sure you are managing your own risks, all right? 0.457% on the downside. Because your risks and my risks is different, all right? Your amount and my amount is different, all right? Whatever I'm investing is different from your amount, right? Okay. After hitting TP1, coming back a bit, all right? Maybe it would like to retest this level as well, all right? Book some profits for the scalpers, right? Move your SL at entry or in the confidence zone. All right. So till now we have done 0.7 or 0.87 percentage on upper side, almost 0.78 percent. Right. Okay. So for the holders, For the scalpers, if you want to get out, it's up to you, right? With the stop loss at entry, you can still hold to this levels, okay, on upper side. Okay, guys. For the gold, okay, I am still good for the shots. All right. So in case if it happens to give you a small fake out, don't get freaked out. It is just a small moves, right? So you are still inside the zone, but make sure that while while getting a swap candles, you're not getting past above this one, right? And trying to move above this levels, right? For the holders, right? For the gold, okay? You need to have your stop losses on this zone, right? And hold, okay? Too much to worry, just have patience, right? And more minutes, right? Volatility of the gold is a little bit letty. I mean, like it's good, right? But it tries to jump out and jump in and jump out. So what I'm saying is right now, guys, okay, market try to break out on upper side. It will try to do a small retest and get returned towards the downside. All right, that's all. Okay, my concept. All right, my thoughts of reasoning. Right. BT also is going to take time, but don't worry, everything is going to be okay. All right. The market, what it will try to do is try to create a one long zones, right, for you all, whereby everyone will be longing from there, and market tries to give them a small move on the side and swap them everyone towards the downside. Okay, maybe $4,450, right? Okay, those things will happen in the zone. All right, most probably. Yeah. Hey, okay. Can you interest your ideas are awesome, brother, but I need to sleep now. Good night. Okay, I'm also going for a sleep, brother. Name. Okay. Hey, sir. Hello, BTC. May I ask, sir, and BTC can again fall down to 70K? Maybe a possible as well, but one retest is left on the downside, whereby the BT needs to do that one, $70,874, right? But right now we are scalping. Okay, so for the long holders, our stop loss is below $7,870 if you're holding very big on upper side, right? And it happens to give you all the pullback on the downside, you might like to get another opportunities, right? Okay, to go for the long opportunities again. Okay, otherwise, I think it's fine for the scalping on upper side, right now. It might like to give small move on the downside, on a pullback, right? To retest it this level once more, right? This level will be retested once more, right? Okay, it tries to break down below this levels a little bit towards the downside, and again try to break out from that one, and that will be higher highs for you all right. This is what I'm expecting right now, so it may go or maybe it may not go according to the plans as well. All right, so I'm not saying that it's 100% sure, right? But in fact, I'm holding for the 71,900, at least $72,000 on the first side, okay, for the scalping. Okay, a little bit holding, but yeah, that's fine, right? So little bit more than scalping, but a little less than the holding one. All right, for the gold, I'll be holding it right now. I'm just holding it towards the downside. Okay, let it play around. All right. Anyways, guys, nothing much to worry. Have patience, have trust on your setups, right? And I think everything is going to be okay. All right, Meha. All right. Okay, guys, that's all for today. All right. So I need to go. All right, because it's too late for me. All right, 11:23. My friend is waiting for me. All right. So I need to go for the day. Tomorrow we'll come back and see what have happened in this levels. Nothing much to worry, guys. If you are holding for the BT, just have a stop loss at the entry or just below this levels, TP1, and everything is going to be fine. All right. For the gold as well, okay, it might like to play around for the scalpers, right? It had tried to give you all small moves on the downside, 0.14 percentage, right? So you make sure that BT is not, the gold is not holding above this level. A little bit of swap like this is no problem, right, guys? Okay, for the shorter one. All right, if it happens to retest from the top, most probably it will do it or not, but most probably I don't think it is going to do it. But in fact, if it happens to do it, all right. In fact, if it happens to do it, you observe it very well in these levels. You see whether the candle is swapping you or just getting holded above this $4,480. If it holds above, then you just get exceeded from that levels and just just close the trade. All right. But in fact, if your holders, all right, your stop losses in this levels, right? So nothing much to worry. You'll get out early, all right? Okay. But over here, very less chance of going on upper side to test once more. But if it happens to go, all right, most probably I'll be expecting price to drop below this levels only, all right? Below this levels only, it should be dropping towards this zone, right? Towards the downside. But if it happens to retest from the top once more, whereby the buyers can be invited, all right, more buyers will be invited, right? Okay, and the gold try to swipe it towards the downside. All right, okay, that's going to be the plan. Okay, have a good time, guys. Take care. All right, is there candle left gap 71,400? Please confirm. 71,400 uh, gap. You mean FVG? You mean FVG, brother? Let me check on a 5 minutes. All right, 1 minute is not going to give you anything over there. Of course, there are lots of, oh, try to fill up. All right, try to fill up. Gap again. This try to fill up. Try to fill up. Okay, there is a gap between $71,428. Yeah, you're correct. Okay, there is one gap. All right, there's one gap. One gap is left. You're correct. 71,000. $71,418. Yeah, there's one gap. Okay. So that's all for today, guys. So three trades taken, one on the scalping and upper side, right? And a BT which is flowing. Tomorrow we'll come back and check it out because I'm running out of the time, right? One scalping and a downside, small profit given 0.21 percentage on gold, right? And gold is retesting one more time, right? Whereby the gold needs to get rejection from these levels, right? Okay, most probably you should be getting reduction from these levels and try to drop on the downside, right? But in fact, if it happens to push up, it should push you on upper side, right? Okay, you make sure that you are not crossing about $4,480. Crossing above is not a problem, but if it happens to close the 5 minutes time frames candles on upper side, that will be risky for you all. All right, so you might like to close that one. You have very small stop losses for the scalpers right now, $0.043 only. All right, that's all for today. I'll see you all tomorrow with these results. We'll see what have happened. All right, in these levels. All right, nothing much to worry. Trust your process. All right. So if you are losing it, just a small stop loss. Nothing much to worry. All right. If you're winning it, you try to win big. It right, big. Right. The gold a little bit to the entry zone, so it will try to play you around a little bit of upside, downside. All those things is going to happen, but nothing much to worry about that. All right. BT, just confident, be confident, and that's going to be okay for you all. All right. Signing off, Dragon. Take care, my brothers. Lovely brothers. Love you all. Take care. See you all tomorrow.